guys. So it's been a while again since I've done one of those Remembering Forgotten Memories videos, so I'm doing another one today. I don't know why I picked this topic today. The topic keeps coming up lately, so I figured, what the hell, I'll do one on it. So for those of you too young to remember Y2K, that was the media's buzzword for the year 2000. And oh dear God, was there ever a lot of media hype around the year 2000, around the millennium, around the new century, around Y2K, and just on one hand, historically, it was really cool because, that is definitely one thing. You can only live once in your life if you were lucky enough to be alive at that point in time. So that part was really cool. But, I guess I should also, really point out how much the media played up the whole, it's the dawning of the future, even Barbie was fucking on board for this. I had a snow globe that had, a Barbie at a computer desk, and it had, Y2K or some shit on the screen, and it was supposed to be the doll of the future, because she's on the internet, because Y2K! I don't fucking know. I didn't design it, man. I'm kind of pissed off because I had that till our house got robbed and it had been in my windowsill and it is now gone. But regardless, beside the point. So, there was all this media hype around it, right? But then the negative scaremongery side of people had to come out because that is just how the media does. I'm a little bit drunk, not gonna lie. So, sorry, I'm no filter. I have no problem telling you guys this. But, anyway, so, they, for some reason, I don't know why they were so convinced that this was gonna be a thing, but, everybody in the news was, convinced that the second the clocks would hit midnight and the stroke midnight would push forward to the year 2000, all of the world's computers would crash, and they would reset to 1900, and there would be mass pandemonium and chaos, and you name it. They thought it was, going to basically be the end times in terms of technology, because it would fuck everything up. Now, even at age 14, I knew this was a load of bullshit, because I had been one who found it fun playing with the calendar on my computer, and would, see how far back in time I could put the year, or how forward into the future I could put the year. And I'd gone up to, the year, 2040 something, and sure as shit didn't crash anything. I think the furthest it would let me go back was the year 1960, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, doing that never crashed anything. It still ran the same as it would any other time, except that the date on it happened to read a different year. So I knew damn well that nothing would happen when the stroke of midnight would come. But yet here we were, day in, day out, leading up to the day. People were getting so freaked. I kid you not, there were stories in the news of people legit committing suicide because they were so convinced that the end was near. Boy, I bet they feel stupid now, except they can't because they're dead. But that's actually really tragic, and I shouldn't be laughing at that. But I'm a terrible person. But still, for real, it's take a breath and calm the fuck down. Yeah, so there was all this hype, and tension was mounting, and even though, here's the thing. You know how the news always, has the thing where you see it hit midnight in different time zones of the world? Don't you think we'd have known as soon as the first time zone hit if shit were gonna go out? And this one, going to the year 2000, it was a big fucking deal, so it was on, all the channels, all the hours that day. So I'm watching it, click forward, and nothing bad is happening, just like I thought. But I also had a really cool memory going with Y2K as well. Because I was so, excuse me. Because I was so interconnected online for, the first time in my life at that point. I'd been online for years already, but by this point, I had, really gotten into online communities. I think I knew people from every time zone except for, maybe one or two, but other than that, I knew at least one person in all the time zones. Downside, I didn't comprehend long-distance phone bills yet. So, yeah, I got into so much deep shit over this, but, I planned it out ahead of time, that as soon as it would hit midnight in these different time zones, I would call them to say Happy New Year, and I would have the novelty of being able to speak to somebody in a different millennium from myself. Like, I thought this was just the coolest shit in the whole wide world when I was 14. Like, holy crap. Like, it's still, actually, not gonna lie, I still think that was a really cool thing. Aside from all the trouble I got into for that phone bill. Like, we're talking thousands of dollars. It was bad. It was real bad. And it wasn't just at home. I did it at my grandma's house, too, that night, because we weren't at home for the full 24 hours, so... Yeah, that took some explaining and some earning of trust back. But regardless, like, just one after the other. And in each of these phone calls, I felt it necessary to ask, so did the computers crash? And no. Thank you. Didn't think so. I love how I was like the one sane person in my family who was not tweaked of this. And just instinctively knew nothing was going to happen. Like, for real... it's just funny because now I'm usually the tweaker over any little thing, and they're all chill as fuck, but on that one particular thing, the one I probably should have been scared over more than anything, nope, totally chill. Totally chill. Could not be fucked with. It made no sense why anyone would even think that'd be a thing that would happen. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, the headlines on the news the next day were like, Y2K, nothing happened. There actually was a newspaper where that was a actual headline, and I had held on to that for a long time until it got so yellow that I had to toss it, but I just thought it was hilarious that made the front page. Forget that it's like a new millennium. No. Y2K, nothing happened. Oh, I love it. And in case anybody's curious what I was doing at the stroke of midnight, going into a new millennium, surprise, surprise, I was listening to Paul McCartney. Because that is how I wanted to remember the turn of the century. So, I have no regrets. Anyway, I think that about covers this topic as much as I really can, because there's nothing else to say here. So... yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'll probably film something later. Maybe some things later. I don't know. See how it goes. So anyway, if you like the video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, leave comments down below. And until next time.